So I like the quote, preparation
Meets opportunity.
meets opportunity.
Yeah.
When else in your life has that, and not just sports, maybe you can go to all your successful in business. When else in your life have you found that to be so true?
Well, the easiest one for me is I had really struggled when I went to the University of Washington, and we had what turned out to be a Hall of Fame coach, Don James, and he had this thing called the Pyramid of Success. And unless you kind of went through that funnel and really understood that the 25 individual and team building blocks to ultimately create at the very pinnacle, it's really about championships or the pinnacle of anything you're doing in business, but it is competitive greatness. That's the very top rung. And so the competitive greatness really is about being at your best when your best is required. Nice. And that then leads back to preparation meets opportunity. So I'd grinded for years and years and years, and I was on the scout team. I was getting my ass beat up, and people told me I'd never make it. But meanwhile, I'm still pumping away. I'm running the stairs. I'm doing all these things. So finally, my junior year, we're playing Michigan in Husky Stadium, and we're behind by 14 points going into the fourth quarter. And they go down the field and try a field goal. They miss it. We get the ball back with maybe 7 minutes to go. We go to the field. We lengthen the field. We score a touchdown. So now we're only down by 7 points. So now they get the ball back and they go and we stop them. Now it's 2 minutes to go in the game, and we have the ball on our own 20. And so we're going down. Our quarterback is going left and right. I'm on the field. I'm catching balls as well as other guys. So now we get down to the final 20 seconds of the game, and they call a fade route to me in the end zone. And I go up over the top of the guy, and I caught the ball. I fell in the back corner of the end zone. The crowd went berserk, carried out the field, and I ended up on Sports Illustrated.
Wow.
And so even though that people were coming up to me and go, Mark, you're so lucky, what a play and all this stuff. I'd done that play 1,000 times when I was a little kid in the backyard, when I was pretending I was, some guy from USC or something. In practice, 1,000 times I'd done that play. And so when my number was called, the preparation meets opportunity, that I'd done all the work, and it was just another play. It was 1,000 play, 1,001 for me. Right. And I just happened to execute it in that magical moment. And then the rest was history.
Wow. How many of those 1,000 plays that you said you were in your mind versus physically doing it? Or did you?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it ties back a little bit to some of the things that we talked about on our podcast when you were talking about, because I asked the question to you, like how far, are the wings when you guys are flying in formation, the Blue Angels?
Do you remember the answer?
I think you said 18 inches.
Yeah, we get to 18 inches.
Yeah. Right? And so I was like, well, how do you do that? And you're talking about the mental preparation of really executing and going down and banking left and banking right and doing all your acrobatics. Yeah. And it was the same thing for me. It's like I spent so much time like mentally preparing of the play, those plays, other time. It's just like as a little boy, little kid, and laying and putting on some music and just imagining, and these things that actually works. Like I can see myself as a king. I can see myself as a big player. I can see myself being on top of Everest.
Exactly.
I can see myself being on top of Lhotse. I can see ourselves raising enough money to create Amelia's Everest, the Lhotse Challenge this next year. And I know you're going to be involved in that too.
Absolutely.
But it's just like, the older I've gotten, I like, for me, it's not luck. It's about putting in the work to put me in the best position. And then these things happen.
I just had